Yo, what's up? We're now sitting in a Tesla Model 3 Performance Highland, and in this video I'm gonna have a rant about what's wrong with Tesla. Yeah, there are lots of stuff that is wrong with Tesla nowadays. Tesla used to be so great 12 years ago. Wait, or how many years was it again? Okay, at least some 10, 11 years ago when I had Millennium Falcon. But ever since then, it has been going on a slow, steady downhill. But okay, it was not always a downhill. Tesla has done some great things, like the Octovalve is awesome. But then there are many poor choices, like the lack of stalks. You know, I'm not the only one. I'm not like some old fart just thinking, willike. You know, lots of people actually don't like the lack of stalks. And then what about the removal of the ultrasonic sensors? Well, but let me first start with well, where should we start? I should have made a list, but the list would be really long. But how about complaining about phantom braking? Yeah, so I'm now driving on this trip. I'm on my way towards Hemsedal right now. No, stop bugging. Shit, man. Yeah, stop bugging me about the thing. Yeah, before I forget about that, the cabin camera. I had to block it. Wait. So I had to reset ScanMyTesla. But that has nothing to do with Tesla, just another product, side product. I mean, a third-party product, ScanMyTesla. But I had to block the cabin camera. It was being way too naggy. Because, okay, let me just show you here. If I do this, okay. If I enable Autopilot, there. Okay, then wait, is it? Yeah, there. Then it bugs. It's like, okay, keep your hands on the steering wheel. Well, it bugs you right away. You know, most other systems, actually pretty much all the other cars I test, from Germany, from France, from Japan, from China, from Korea, they don't bug you right away. They bug you after around 10 seconds, which is probably some EU rule. But Tesla is like, every time you want to enable Autopilot, you must hold the steering wheel, otherwise you're gonna beep at you. What, is this a Chinese car or is it Tesla? You know, most Western cars, they are really nice. I complain about Chinese cars because they are annoying, they beep at you and stuff, but they have improved. You know, they have made the cars way better. They have tuned the software, they have toned down on the nagginess, the beeping. Unlike maybe Tesla. Tesla seems to be going the wrong way compared to the Chinese, right? So also what annoys me is that, okay, I can't show you right now, but if I enable Autopilot like this, there will be there's a notification on the screen, right? And then the notification there, it says on the message there, it says keep your hands on the steering wheel and pay attention to the road. Well, and then automatically I will then focus on what is down there. There's a pop-up message there. Pay attention to the road, and then I'm reading the message, and then the car beeps like doot. The camera, the internal camera beeps at me because I'm not paying attention to the road. What is the logic? Don't bug me right away. Bug me after 10 seconds if I'm not holding the steering wheel, or if I'm not paying attention to the road. Don't bug me right when you activate Autopilot. So that's why I blocked the cabin camera. The Autopilot still works great. Yeah. So, but it's like, it's to the point where the so-called safety feature becomes annoying. Just like this. Okay, let me try this. Let's see. You know, just like the EU law about breaking the speed limit. You know, I mean, nobody likes it. Your mom doesn't like it. Your dad doesn't like it. Your friend doesn't like it. Your boss doesn't like it. Nobody likes that feature, to the point where Xpeng, whenever you go above the speed limit and that thing beeps at you first time, they made a pop-up on the top left screen. Like, do you want to disable the notification, the overspeed warning? And you say yes, and then you say, like, you just go slightly over speed limit, and then wait, is it a 1 kilometer per hour over? Test here. Okay, I'm not sure what speed it triggers at, but And then the Xpeng asks you again, at least G6 asks you, oh, do you want to disable the speed limit warning for the rest of the drive? Yes, okay. But unfortunately, you can click on it to disable it. So that's very nice of Tesla. Many other cars, you have to maybe dig into some menu to disable it, or you can make a hotkey on the steering wheel or somewhere to disable it. So actually, kind of funny. Most importers, car importers, I borrow press cars from. They also, or many tell me, oh, this is how you disable this speed limit warning. You know, if nobody likes it, if everyone keeps disabling that warning, what is the point of it, right? And the same thing goes for Tesla when they have so-called safety features like that internal camera, but they poorly implement the software and they bug you about things that shouldn't be bugged about. Then what is the point, right? So it's but man, I mean, I can rant about so many things. And also, yeah, okay, what I don't like is that, okay, first of all, you need to be a ninja. You need to know that you can press on that speed limit sign in the screen to disable warning. But there is like a tiny speaker that has a cross over it, and then there's a, if I enable it, then there is a speaker with the kind of wave symbol on it. But it is somewhat small, so at night especially, I have trouble seeing the difference between what they were cross and the other one. So wait, why is this guy driving so slow now? I mean, I know I'm driving slow because I'm doing some kind of, well, it's not a Sunday drive, but it's like a semi-eco run. I have to put the car in insane mode. This Nisse, he is just... okay. Yeah, so that Nisse in front also, more runs. He just, it was at Gol. I was driving and then he just pulled right in front of me. I was like, okay, fine. But then he drove slow. I'm like, the fuck, man? If you want to pull right in front of me like that, you go faster, right? You go schnell, or you wait. You just wait 5 seconds and then I pass and then you pull in. Yeah, whatever, man. Okay. But what else should I complain about? Phantom braking. I experienced phantom braking still today. I made a video a long time ago, several years ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago, I don't remember, about phantom braking. And even today, Tesla is phantom braking. Okay, it might not be as bad as before, it might not brake as hard as before, but it still happens. But it was a rare case now before Gol that it braked really hard. But it was on a road like this, similar road like this, where we have middle road markings. So it is quite clear that there was an oncoming truck. It was not over the line. It was not in a dangerous situation. But then this stupid car decided to brake really hard. You know, I'm like, what the heck? And many times when phantom braking happens, it slows down after the car has passed. What is the point? You know, it's like blinking. It's like blinking when you change lane. That is pointless. You can just don't blink at all. You want to blink and wait maybe 2-3 seconds. I think even the driving school guy said 5 seconds. You know, the guy elite trafikkskole. I wonder if he even claimed 5 seconds. You give, what is the point of blinking? You give all the cars around you a chance to see that you want to do something, and then you change lane. And also more runs, like all the people who don't use the turn signal in roundabouts, they are annoying, selfish bastards. Yeah, I don't know how many times I have just stopped at the roundabout waiting for some idiot on my left side, and then he just takes the first exit. If he put on the turn signal, I would know that, oh, he's gonna take the first exit. I don't have to wait for that idiot. I can just go around, you know? That is about improving traffic flow. Yeah. So selfish bastard not using turn signal, and also idiots not using turn signal when they change lane in the motorway could be potentially dangerous. I've seen many situations where two cars, they try to change lane into the same lane. Because when you change lane like that, if you have a car on your side, it's not that easy to see if it's moving towards you. But if the turn signal is on, then it is way easier to see, and you can avoid dangerous situations. So okay, but back to Tesla. Like, I don't know why they still have phantom brake. I think the reasoning behind it, from what I heard from Elon on one of the shareholder meeting, is that Elon claims that, well, but whatever we do, we don't wanna crash, and we want to mitigate the damage. Well, the damage has already been done millions of times with all the millions of phantom braking triggering, because it triggers in situations where there is nothing dangerous going on. I can understand if there's a potential danger if a truck is actually over the middle line. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But in like 99.9% of the situations, phantom braking happens on roads like this. Oncoming truck is within the line. There's no problem. It's not slippery. It's not dark. It's nothing. Daytime, and then it just slows down, and then it slows down. Typically, like I said, after we pass the truck. What is the point? You want to slow down before. If you slow down after you pass the truck, it is pointless. You would have crashed anyway. What was the point of the damage mitigation? You just annoy people using the Autopilot, and Autopilot used to be insanely good. It used to be class leading, but nowadays I feel like Tesla is falling behind in the Autopilot departure. Not only does it phantom brake, which is annoying, but yeah, also yeah, because of EU rules, Tesla, they had to obey them, and they had to slow down in the curves, because in these roads 5 years ago, 6 years ago, Autopilot could actually go quite fast around the curves, but then EU didn't like it. It was dangerous, so they had to nerf the Autopilot or auto steer in general. I mean, that's fine, okay, because Tesla, they are obeying EU rules. We can always discuss whether the EU rules are good or not, just like the speed limit warning thing. But also, many times, Tesla does not get the speed limit right. How hard can it be? They have Tesla vision, right? Alien technology. But many times I enter a speed zone, a new speed zone or a changed speed zone, and Tesla will miss the mark, usually by several hundred meters. It becomes annoying because suddenly you slow down way too early, or when you get to the higher speed limit again, it takes a while, before you speed up again. And why is this important? Well, if you use Autopilot, you have limit on how fast over the speed limit you can go. So that's, or actually, if you don't go with the speed limit, if you're just trying to follow the speed limit, it will not go to that 80 whatever speed. It will just stay at 60, for example, right? So how hard can it be? Okay, maybe they don't have the map correct, but why don't they have the map correct? The map can be highly accurate, but even if the map is not correct, just believe in what you see, right? Which is the Tesla vision. So if the Tesla can detect the road signs, it should, right? They're supposed to have self-driving shit in a couple of years. They should have good vision. So look at that. That was not dangerous. That was not a dangerous situation. It was an okay situation. The guy didn't cut the corner or anything. We're actually driving at the speed limit right now. I'm slow poking, actually going under the speed limit even. I go around 2 kilometers per hour under the speed limit on GPS. But yeah, okay, sorry, I kind of zone out there. But yeah, the speed limit thing, they can't get it right. And also when I go on that motorway stretch, when I do my range test, it's around Mjøsen. And there is a new so-called new stretch after where is it again? After Tangen, there's a stretch around Hamar-ish, right? That stretch is new-ish. I think it was finished around 4 or 5 years ago. And even today, even with this car, I drove it yesterday on that stretch in the 120. No, it was just a 90 test. I was doing I was going at 90 kilometers per hour on the motorway in the 110 zone, and the car decided to slow down to 60 or 50 kilometers per hour on the motorway in the 110 zone. Why? It has been doing that for years, and well, I can kind of understand, because when they built that road, there were probably some temporary 50 zones, and then also there were some 80 zones there, before the motorway came up. But that was 4 or 5 years ago. What kind of old maps are they relying on? But also, even if they have old maps, outdated maps in the car or somewhere, why don't the car try to trust more on what it sees? Like, I noticed this when I tested an EQC many years ago. It was a new stretch around Tvedestrand, in the south of Norway, and the EQC didn't have map. It looked like we were off-roading, right? According to the EQC, but the EQC trusted what it saw, and then the autopilot or the auto steer was nice and smooth, and it didn't slow down. Tesla, on the other hand, on that similar situation, would just slow down like a mofo. It'd be like, oh, we are off-roading. Oh no, there's a 50 zone here. No, slow down. Oh shit, man, it's a disaster, really, when you're trying to drive on brand spanking new road with Tesla. Just trust what it sees, right? What else is it? Why am I complaining about this? Why am I ranting about this? Because I'm fed up, and I tend to complain about other cars also, Chinese cars, German cars, you name it, French cars, freaking French cars, Zoe, man. If there's something wrong, we should highlight it so that the car manufacturer can improve. I hope, and I think that some of my rants and some of my complaints led to that. The Chinese cars, they made the cars better. They toned down on the bugginess, the bing bongs, right? So hopefully we can hope that Tesla will listen to me and other people and improve the cars, right? Is that gonna happen? No, I don't think so, man. But at least I tried. Yeah, I tried, okay? So, and what else is wrong with Tesla? Well, Autopilot. Are we done with the complaints about Autopilot yet? Yeah, for now, I think I might remember more. Okay, don't get me wrong. The car is awesome, okay? Octovalve is awesome. Preheating is awesome. Lots of Tesla, what you call it, the whole ecosystem, or the Tesla, the car itself is really good. Except for a few things. Yeah, like the removal of stalks. I recently tested an Audi SQ6 e-tron, and I realized it was wonderful. Why? Because there is a dedicated cruise control stalk. The cruise control stalk, not only does it not move when you move the steering wheel, but it has a distinct movement for things. You push you pull or push the stalk. If you push it gently, you increase by 1 kilometer per hour, or you push it harder, you increase or decrease by 5 kilometers per hour. And that is way better than some other systems, some haptic shit that you have in the EQS or some of the other MEB cars. This is the SQ6. Well, I don't know. It's technically an MEB car, but those cars requires you to press the haptic button and then hold it hard, or press and hold. Yeah, some cars you have to also press and hold, like single press or press and hold. It's a Chinese car, man. They're horrible. Press and hold for a couple of seconds, and then it starts ticking up, and then it ticks up too much, and then yeah. But what about Tesla? Well, Tesla used to be great before, because Tesla used to have a cruise control stock. You guys remember from classic cars, right? Just like Mercedes also have a cruise control stock, and it worked great, like I explained. And then they remove it. And then, okay, they put the cruise controls on the steering wheel, which actually works fairly okay. But still, it doesn't work nearly as good as that cruise control stock. But then, what about the blinker stock? Well, you'd be like, Bjørn, you're an old fart, you're gonna get used to the blinker. No, trust me. The blinker, the blinker button is bad in a Tesla. is not only is it in it has that haptic feel over it. Yeah, when I try to click it, yeah. So, but it moves with the steering wheel, and it's so easy to misclick it. And also, yeah, the gear shifter, the lack of gear shifter. Also, you have to swipe on the screen, and I complain about this, that the motion is weird. It is reverse of what it should be, because the rest of the industry uses a different motion when you put the car in drive, and it works. And you pull the gear stalk towards you to go in drive, which is actually intuitive. Why? Have you tried to pedal in a boat before? You do this motion. You push the water backwards, and then you go forward. If you try to pan on a map on Google Maps, you do the motion. You push, or you swipe down to move up or north in the map, right? That's intuitive motion. And then the Tesla is, in my claim, counterintuitive motion. But the biggest problem with Tesla is that they use a different motion than what the rest of the car industry uses. You know, like, have you ever tried to drive a car? Oh no, you don't have to drive. You don't have to slow down that much, dude. It was just a BMW. He already left the lane. Oh Jesus. Oh, he didn't use blinker. Yeah, but man, sorry, I just zoned out again. Yeah, so man, the list just goes on. How, like, okay, they tried to cut cost by removing the stalks, but it's not good. It's not good. Trust me. Like, I don't like it. Lots of people don't like the lack of stalks, the blinker. Yeah, okay, on the motorway, yeah, then it works fine if you only use you only change lane, right, with the blinkers. But as soon as you're in a roundabout and you want to blink correctly, it doesn't work really. And the same with the gear shifter. It was brilliant in the pre-Highland. The gear stalk and the cruise controls. I mean, there was a gear stalk and the blinker stalk. At least the gear stalk previously worked great. You know, it has a distinct movement when you do it, versus now that you have to swipe on the screen. And then when it comes to Tesla Vision, well, I don't have too much experience with it, but all I can say is that it works bad. If the vision is slightly obstructed, it will slow down. It will say, oh, you cannot cruise at this speed anymore, just because of some rain or some, I don't know. I don't have the situation right now. It has been improving, but what's wrong with radar? Radar was great. Radar can detect lots of stuff that is going to support what you're supposed to see, right? But yeah, in the long run, you're supposed to only use vision. I mean, humans only use vision. We don't use radar. Yeah, okay, fine. But maybe the brain is so brilliant that it can detect the distance better than cars can. But yeah. Yeah, also it tends to, because of Tesla Vision, it will also tend to fire up the high beam on the motorway at night when we have street light and blinds oncoming traffic. It becomes over aggressive with the headlights. I'm like, whoa, chill down on that a little bit. You know, we are blinding oncoming traffic or annoying oncoming traffic, and then the mother truckers, they then fire up all the LED bars at us with, you know. Yeah, so but I mean, when it comes to the single screen in a Tesla, it actually works great. You see, I'm not just here to bitch about everything, because in the beginning I claimed that no, that single screen you have in the Model 3 and Model Y is no good. We want an intimate cluster. No, having everything in one screen like a Tesla actually works great, because you don't have to move your eyes all over the place. The worst case, oh, that's a Polestar 3, is it? Yeah. The worst case is Fat e-tron, the classic Fat e-tron. It has 3 screens. Wait, I have to pay attention here. I'm going to turn around here. Just do a flip mode. Okay. All right, and then, all right, we're back again. So let's see, disable that, disable the speed limit warning, then we just turn back. So Yeah, where were I? I was talking about the bad thing. Yeah, you know, let me just, before I forget about this. In Tesla, if you get this autopilot strike, right? Okay, if you don't hold the steering, no, shit, no. Well, if you don't hold the steering wheel, you will get an autopilot strike. If you don't hold the steering wheel 3 times, it bugs you again, and then there's a warning that you've been a bad boy, and if you do this too many times, then you're not allowed to use autopilot. I don't know how long, but why? You know, like, is this a car or is it a school or something? You know, because other cars, yeah, you can mess up, or you can forget about this, or you, I don't know, maybe you were tired or dizzy or whatever, right? And then you fail to hold the steering wheel or whatever, right? But then they forgive you at least. But with Tesla, you need to be punished. Yeah. And also, you know, yeah, speaking of punishment, when you have cruise control, when you have autopilot on, you can accelerate. Like now, I can go faster than the autopilot speed, right? But if you accelerate past 150 kilometers per hour, then autopilot disengages and you get a autopilot strike. I mean, why? It should just disengage autopilot and then say that, oh, you maybe give a warning or notification that, oh, you were exceeding the speed for the autopilot. So then, but you know, you probably accelerate because you want to go schnell, right? No. Elon wants to punish you because you were a bad boy. But other cars, they don't work like that. You know, they don't punish you. It is weird. Like I feel almost uncomfortable driving Tesla nowadays, because I tend to do weird shit. Okay, maybe you shouldn't do that. Well, maybe if I was in Germany and I wanted to go schnell, and then I forgot that you have to disengage autopilot first before that. Yeah, but you know, the sexy buttons or the enhanced guys, they actually made a feature to avoid autopilot strike. So it will detect that you are accelerating close to 150 kilometers per hour, and then it will disengage autopilot for you. It's all about the sexy button guys or the enhanced guys. They make lots of nice features to make Tesla great again. So yeah. But okay, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be promoting dangerous behavior by blocking the internal camera or promoting to go speeding, past the speed. Okay, but what about you know that when you cruise at 70 kilometers per hour like now, then the real speed is 68 kilometers per hour. So if you want to cruise at 70, you have to go over the speed limit, and the car bings at you. Well, it depends the threshold on some cars. But man, I have to complain about the scroll wheels I have on the steering wheel. You know, when you click it once to disengage cruise control or autopilot. You click it once again to enable, then you hear the dunk, and then you click it twice. No, wait, huh? Wait, I clicked it twice, right? Then I can move close to the steering wheel. You can hear. You heard that, right? No. I had to press really hard. Like, it is so bad in the Highland. It was not this bad in Plaid or Palladium, but they introduced this shit because they removed the stalks, right? So then suddenly, before, when you want to enable cruise control or autopilot, you just push the stalk, and it was great. You know, it was a quite distinct motion. You couldn't misclick it, and it registered it all the time. You know. Yeah, and misregistering key clicks or something like that, it's super annoying. I experienced this with the Polestar 4, and I also experienced this with Tesla now, is that you can hear the click, you can feel the click on the scroll wheel, but it doesn't register it in Highland. But in Plaid or in the long range Palladium, it will register it always when there's a click. Just like when you click on the mouse, when you hear the click on the mouse, it registers the click. When you click on the keyboard, it registers, but not here. I don't know what's wrong with the car. Why it's not registering like that? So, what is there something else I should complain about? I felt like I had lots of stuff to complain about with Tesla. Okay, there are some other things like why haven't they implemented electric what do you call it, tow hitch? Like nowadays when I try MEB cars, you press the button and then the tow hitch comes out by itself, and then you just have to click it in, and then the same thing when you press it again, then it can just this unlocks whatever and then hangs a bit, and then you just have to push it in. But then some other cars, they also have fully automated, like BMW, right? You just it ejects, or what you call it, erects for you automatically. But Tesla, they don't have that. No, they have the manual thing, which tends to get stuck and tends to rust, and then many people, they just keep it on. Yeah, but I guess that it kind of works. You just keep it on, never remove it, and then no problem. But at least for me, it would be nice to remove. Why is it slowing down here? Huh? It's slowing down like a Chinese car. What? It's 80 zone. It's doing 72 kilometers per hour. What's up with that? The curve was not sharp at all. You should be able to go at speed limit around that curve, no problem. So, was that a case of a slowdown? Oh, wait. Brace yourself! Oh! Ah! For fuck's sake, man. Fortunately, the car behind me wasn't that close. That was a typical phantom brake. And the truck was not over the line here. It was fine, This happens all the time. It happens all the time. The Tesla should have fixed this. Okay, more complaints about the phantom brake. What is the point of the phantom brake? Well, it is to mitigate damage. Okay, but is the car learning? Does it have a mojo or dojo, whatever they call it? They're supposed to learn this, right? The training, AI. Well, so why don't it should take this case and a million other cases. Look at the data. Okay, you can't do it manually, but just feed it into some machine, right? The machine that creates the machine. And then look at all the parameters. Oncoming truck, okay, it didn't crash, okay, you slow down by fucking 40 kilometers per hour, okay. Was it necessary? No. Well, next time don't do it then. How about that? Like, it's not learning. When I teach or when I observe how my 2.5-year-old daughter Isabel, when she's doing things, or she fails, or she's doing something, she will learn from it. She will save that in her memory and change her behavior in the future on how to do things. But when it comes to the this phantom braking, it seems like it has been pre-programmed to not learn anything, because to be honest, I haven't seen much improvement. Oh shit, brace myself. Wait. I haven't seen much improvement for the last 5 years. Okay, a little bit of improvement only, but it just punches you in the face when you're not expecting it. And I mean, why am I making such a big fuss about this? Because Autopilot is great, Auto Steer is great, cruise control is great. Many people say, hey, you don't like it. Okay, don't use it then. But when you're on a long trip, you want the car to drive for you, right? When I do my test drive in most cars, I let the car drive for me. It's very convenient. But when it does all that bad stuff all the time, then you tend to not want to use it. So then you have a nice feature that you don't use. What is the point of that then? Just like a safety feature they don't use. Okay, sure. I'm supposed to make a thumbnail here, but on the other hand, it's not that pretty over here. Yeah, we don't see the mountain in the background. Okay, whatever, we skip it. We just keep driving. Yeah, oh shit. Yeah. Okay. You know what this has turned into? It has turned into the phantom braking anxiety. Because now, after it has happened to me, the phantom braking, every time I see an oncoming truck, I'm like, oh shit. And then I'm anxious about the car braking hard. It shouldn't be like that, you know? Just like, okay, like when you see police on the road, you know, you should feel safe, like, oh, the police is there. It's there to keep the road safe, right? But I got some tickets in the past, you know? And I got also, a long time ago, I also met some cowboy police. He was just being actually a douchebag for no reason. Oh, that slow down, dude. What? Yeah, but so then because I got some tickets, then every time I see police, I'm like, oh, I get sweaty, I get nervous. I'm like, oh, did I do something wrong this time? You know? Okay. There it was maybe too sharp curve. According to the EU law versus the speed and something, even though I was following the speed limit. So I mean, it's bad, you know, when you get a bad feeling about things when you're driving. Driving should be pleasant and enjoyable and safe, of course. When it comes to the whole, it's not safe if it phantom brakes and your car is behind you. Well, even though I don't like phantom braking, I hate it. My claim is still that the phantom braking doesn't brake that hard, right? So if people claim that, oh, but it's dangerous because you will brake hard and then you cause accidents. No, people, if that causes accident, it means that the car behind was not keeping a 3-second safe distance. Because as long as you keep a 3-second safe distance, when the Tesla does some stupid shit, the car behind should have enough time to react. And even better, if the car behind uses adaptive cruise control, even if the guy is not paying attention, it will just slow down, no problem, no damage done. So the case that happened in Trøndelag, it was actually near Verdal many years ago. A Model 3 had a phantom braking supposedly, and then the car behind crashed into it, rear-ended it. That van behind was not keeping safe following distance. That's my claim. I was not there, of course, but I experienced how the car brakes, and it doesn't brake that hard. I can demonstrate for you. You know, typical phantom braking will be something like this. No, it's a bit harder than that. Okay, let me see. It's more like, let's say this Taycan, maybe like this, right? You see? What was that blinking? I think it's oncoming Polizei or something. Yeah. But, okay, I need some distance maybe. But I can demonstrate really hard braking, what it looks like. Like, that is hard braking. Phantom braking does not do that, okay? Which means that, actually we even had semi-poor vision. So, wait, what is that? Oh, there's Polizei. Oh, interesting. Are they measuring me? Well, you're not gonna pull over me today, buddy, because I'm actually going under the speed limit. Oh, it's Polizei. But you know that Taycan, it shouldn't. Yeah, you know, it's illegal to flash at people for like that. Police, they are actually trying to catch the bad guys speeding, and the Taycan, they are going against the police's work. So I think you could get a ticket. Maybe I should blur out the Taycan license plate now. Police probably not gonna give him a ticket, but yeah, I was a bit surprised when I did the hard braking that the car didn't stop immediately, because we have Nokian Hakkapeliitta R5 tires, R5 EV tires, and the road is a bit wet. Yeah, let me just take this, and then this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but man, the police, they will always laser you on a nice straight stretch. I've seen it. I've seen also the police. More rants about the police. I mean, I don't. Normally, I don't have too much against the police. It's not like I hate the police, but it's just that they tend to laser on nice straight stretches. Why don't they laser here instead? Right? They laser on places where it's perfect to overtake someone, right? And then normally when you overtake, come on, let's be honest here. Many people, they go a little bit above the speed limit. Otherwise, it's going to take forever to overtake. Elephantrennen, anyone? So, but That's usually when we have slow pokes on the road, driving under the speed limit, and then there's a nice stretch, a straight stretch. Yeah, okay, let's overtake that slow driver. And then the police is lasering there. Or even worse, the police, they tend to laser at this when you have an uphill with 2 lanes in the same, like the overtaking lane, right? And then they laser right at the end of that stretch. It's like a hit under the belt almost, because many people, they tend to hammer it, go past a truck or something, right? So they don't have to overtake on maybe more dangerous places, but it is quite safe to overtake there since they have 2 lanes in the same direction. But then the police, they laser over there. At least I hope that they are being a bit tolerant, that they allow let's say 10 kilometers per hour over the speed limit. So if you go more than that, then okay, they give you a ticket. Because otherwise they will not be making many friends. But I totally understand the police. They want to ensure safety on the road, and they want to again, you know, it's kind of funny. Why do the police give you a ticket? Because when you get a ticket, you get punishment, right? Yeah, you get punishment by getting a ticket, and then you change your behavior. So you slow down, so you don't hammer that hard, and then you cause less accidents. Well, isn't that funny? When phantom braking happens, nothing happens after that. The phantom braking does not learn from it. It's like counter logic. But what else is it with the car? I mean, Tesla overall is pretty good, but I need to complain about something else here, which is the service. Like, you know, I used to own, okay, for you guys who don't know the story, I used to own a Tesla Model S, yeah, from 2013 to 2016, and then I had the Model X, and then also Model 3. But okay, anyway, when I had that Model S, back in 2013, 14, 15, that was early car. It had lots of problems. Problems with the door handle, problem with the I don't remember, the seat, the triangle window, oh shit, trucks. Oh, okay. With the panorama roof, like plenty of issues. Suddenly one day the car wouldn't charge on AC. Onboard charger went kaput. Like lots of problems with the car. And I went, you know, it's funny. There's like a joke with Tesla early days. For the first 2 years, you didn't have to fill. Man. Yeah, for the first few years with Tesla ownership, you don't have to fill up washer fluid. Not like you don't need washer fluid. You use washer fluid, but the car is at the service center so often. And at the service center, they do this, they call it courtesy inspection, where they check the tires, they check the washer fluid, they fill in washer fluid, they clean the car for you, right? Yeah, that's funny. So it's like Sarepta's water fluid jug. It never empties out. Yeah. But every time I went to the service center, back then in 2014, 15, I was treated as king. We were treated as kings, you know. They would take good care of us. But, oh yeah, we'll fix this, no problem. You need a loaner, you get another Model S loaner. Well, they only had Model S. You get Model S loaner, no problem. You know, we fix this. And the issues, clear issues that is covered under warranty, they fix this. But also maybe some gray areas, but they acknowledge that this is a problem with the car, right? It's not user error. So they, of course, they take it on the bill. Nowadays, man, you want to fix something, you need to argue with Tesla, and they're gonna come up with excuses that no, this is user error, or this is unoriginal rims. Yeah, so I don't know the internal joke. I think Tesla, they have tried to fight the customers by claiming that they had unoriginal rims, and then they don't want to fix this. But okay. But on the other hand, I totally also agree with Tesla. Oh no, dude, don't slow down that much. What the heck is it doing now? No, you don't have to drive like a Toyota driver. We are driving a freaking Model 3 Performance. What are you doing? Okay, that was the EU. Yeah, it couldn't go that sharp. But you don't have to drive like an old man. We have a Model 3 Performance here. No, but like nowadays, I feel like you need to argue a lot with Tesla. Okay, fortunately for me, I haven't owned a Tesla lately because actually I don't own a car. The last Tesla I owned was in was the MC Hammer. I sold it in 2021, 3 years ago now. Yeah, but I heard from my friends that it is sometimes bad, but it depends. Of course, it depends who you meet. It depends what service center it is, but it's not as good as it was before. And also nowadays, you might not get a loaner. And what else? I think I'm missing out on lots of details here because I haven't experienced it firsthand lately. But yeah, I think, you know, first we had growing pains, right? When Tesla was expanding, and then we had long wait time. But nowadays it's more like the glorious times of Tesla, that they are so big that they don't care what they do. They have plenty of customers still. And even if a few customers are not happy, then it doesn't matter. There's still plenty in the sea. So I don't know. I feel like they are maybe going the wrong direction. But am I concerned about Tesla? No, they're not going to go bankrupt. You know, they're too big now. They have grown so big that they don't have to worry about any bankruptcy or anything like that. But it's just that, like, just like with other brands I test, it's like, you know, when I complain about something in the Xpeng, for example, or something in the Audi, right? I genuinely want Audi or Xpeng to improve the software. Also, if someone complains to me or say something about, you know, Bjørn, you have incorrect grammar, or, you know, Bjørn, you should do this. I'm like, okay, thank you for the feedback. Yeah, I will take that in consideration. Bye bye. No, but you know, that's how it works. And also, I want Tesla to be the best car brand because they have so much good shit going on. You know, they have incredibly good efficiency. Just like right now, this car, it's using 145 watt-hour per kilometer for the whole trip, and then yeah, it is really efficient. It is sexy. It is fast-ish. Yeah, fast-ish. Yeah, because it doesn't have the Panasonic battery. That's a different story. And Tesla also, they offer great value for money. You know, wait, don't get me wrong. You know, I'm not here to bitch about Tesla. I'm not a Tesla hater or anything, but I'm also not a Tesla fanboy. I'm more balanced. I've tested a bunch of other cars, and I have to be honest that Tesla makes great cars, but they tend to fuck up with removing stalks and ultrasonic sensors and doing some weird stuff. So, but, and also, you know, it's not the first time that car manufacturers makes bad decisions. We've seen this before with other brands, and they roll back. And how was it again? I think it was it Volkswagen? They had some haptic shit, and now they're moving away from haptic, wasn't it? And also I remember Nissan. Yeah, the Leaf, good old Leaf, had the digital speedometer on the dashboard. It was brilliant, easy to read. Then they remove it in the 40 Leaf. They just had that analog gauge crap instead. And then, yeah. But then now with Aria, they are back with a digital speedometer, which is great. It's really easy to read. Well, I have to go manual now because otherwise. Oh, what the heck, man? I was not on autopilot then. I can show you here. I was not on autopilot, but the car is still like, no, danger, Achtung, Achtung, potential crash course. No, it was fine. I was even doing the steering. For the love of Elon Musk, please fix the phantom braking. Yeah, are we on? No, there. It misregistered my clicks again. Yeah. Whoa, that guy. Oh. too bad. Yeah, see, that's the kind of guys that the police wants to catch. Yeah. But they're lacing in the wrong direction, and that BMW might not go that far. But yeah, sorry, I kind of zoned out now what I was about to say, but beautiful landscape at least. So, but okay, like I said, you know, I want Tesla to succeed. They already succeeded big time. But you know, oh no, why is it slowing down here? What the heck was that all about? Huh? Wasn't even a truck coming here. Do you know what? Do you see? Okay, why am I making such a long video? Well, because if I shot just a 5-minute video, I wouldn't be able to catch everything. But now that we are just having a long rant, then lots of this stuff occurs. But trust me, it occurs all the time when I'm driving with Tesla nowadays. So, yeah, I don't understand why it is like this, why it hasn't been fixed yet, you know? So, you see, this is the problem, because Tesla, they are so big that they don't have to fix this. They have millions of customers, but a small startup or maybe a Chinese brand, maybe the Chinese people, they have some dignity, or what's it called? They have pride, yeah. So yeah, I think it was something like that. Oh, no, why are you going so slow now? What? Huh? The Fox, man? Look at this, look at that. Okay, I take over now. This is ridiculous, man. I have to drive manual. You don't have to go that slow. Oh, okay. Yeah, but they don't have to worry, no. But maybe it's like an Asian thing or a Japanese thing. You know, I heard that in Japan, if you make a mistake in your company and you cause economic damage to your company, you suicide. You jump from the from the skyscraper, yeah, because you lost face. But I also heard, yeah, maybe that also applies to some of the Chinese brands, that they, if you lose face, then they want to fix this, which is probably good, right? Also, if I mess up something, I feel a bit concerned or ashamed, and then I don't want to mess up. Like when I know, like I made some spelling errors. In the thumbnail or something like that. Oh shit, okay, let me fix that now, man. Like, how many people saw that I looked like an idiot, you know, or like a noob, I cannot spell properly. Yeah, or like when someone pointed out that it's not sheeps, it's not a plural part of sheep, it's just a singular word. Okay, oh, thank you for pointing out that, yeah. So, but when it comes to Tesla, maybe they don't take too much pride in the work. I don't know, or maybe they don't care, or they don't worry if there are bugs, or lots of people complain about lack of stalks or other things like the phantom braking. You know, it's yeah, it's a shame, because you know, if trust me, if Tesla nailed down all this stuff, you know, they would have been like dominating. Yeah, like nowadays, yeah, okay. And then when it comes to the whole Elon Musk and yeah, people don't like Elon Musk. He's crazy and all that. Okay, I don't want to discuss too much about that, because I'm not too much into politics. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I mean, it's not like Tesla is Elon. Elon is just one of the guys in Tesla. Yeah, okay, just happened to be one of the bigger guys there, but he doesn't run the show, as far as I understand. Maybe back in the days he did, yeah, when he was pushing for Model X. Like, I suppose I heard that he's pushed the development of Model X to the point where the engineers, they were just ripping their hair off. They became bald, and they started filming in Fast and Furious instead. But back then, yeah, Elon had more influence on Tesla. But nowadays, I feel like it's more like the big board, the big company who decides what to do. So, but Tesla would have been so much better, you know. Just let's make Tesla great again by removing all this, because why am I also complaining about this? Because Tesla was great many years ago. You know, the service was top notch. The cars were just outstanding. The Millennium Falcon, like 11 years ago, was just unbeatable. All the other cars, they were so shit in comparison, you know? It was easy to say back then that, yeah, it's easy to slap down a 100 kilowatt hour and 85 kilowatt hour battery in a car. No, anyone can do that. Well, you see what happened, right? When other car manufacturers started making EVs, and they were thirsty, they were buggy, they were slow. Just tell me about it, man. MEB, Volkswagen, man, there's almost a scandal when it comes to how bad the software were. And you know that the way they didn't have OTA, so the Volkswagen, they had to plug in TP cables to the cars. They were like a big update center where they manually updated the software in the cars with cable. Yeah, it was it RS232? No, at least it wasn't that. It wasn't LPT at least, but yeah. So Tesla, they did a lot of things right. They got a lot of things right back then, and nowadays even today. But it's just a software. What the heck kind of parking was that? Damn. But yeah, I'm just gonna stop complaining now. But at least I tried to poke into the surface of what is not so great with Tesla. And then I want to hear you guys' opinion. Do you guys agree? Am I just being an old fart who doesn't like changes? Or what is it? Yeah, I forgot to mention it when it comes to the screens. What about the changes? I forgot. I introduced myself. Yeah, sorry for that. And this is a bit unstructural. That's the whole beauty about it. But when it comes to that single screen in Tesla, it actually worked great. Only minus is that it would be great to have a head-up display. I agree that a head-up display would actually be better. Then you don't have to take your eyes off the road. But having a big screen like Tesla works great. You don't need an instrument cluster. Nowadays, well, I mean, how did it start really? In the beginning, cars like 50 years ago, they had instrument cluster that showed everything. And then they had the Pioneer radio, Blaupunkt radio, right? You guys remember it? Okay, what was it, 50 years ago? Okay, maybe 30 years ago. Yeah. That Pioneer radio thing with the cassette player and the equalizer and all that, right? But there was no infotainment, really. Everything was going on in the instrument cluster. Yeah. But then eventually they came with like a bigger screen like nowadays, right? And then there's actually nothing wrong with having stop beeping me. Of having one big screen. No. What the heck? No. Dude, I have to take over here. The fuck, man? The Audi was by the road, parked. I saw on the screen here, it turned off as red, like it was about to crash into it. But no, we were not supposed to crash into the Audi. Oh man, sometimes it is a bit embarrassing. I call myself Teslabjorn because okay, don't get me wrong, I love Tesla, but then this stuff happens, and yeah. But okay, back to what I was going to explain is that the big screen, I love it in the Model 3, Model Y. But that fat e-tron I was referring to, the fat e-tron has an instrument cluster. Oh yeah, technically it has 4 screen. It also has a 4 screen, which is the head-up display. It had a head-up display, had instrument cluster, a small-ish center screen, and then also a lower screen where you have HVAC and some other stuff, and you can also do the handwriting over there. That is quite unsafe to look that far down in the center console. Usually where you have like the wireless charging pad in the Tesla, right? Roughly where it is. So you have to move your eyes down there for HVAC. You have to move your eyes over to the center instrument cluster for speed or cruise control, and then you go to the tiny center screen for navigation, right? Your eyes move all over the place there, which is not safe. So it's better to just have one screen like Tesla, and then and then also the speed and whatever stuff that is crucial is already very close to the vision, or anyway, so you don't have to move your eyes too much. It's quite far up on the screen there. So, oh, no! I have to take over here. I have the Audi behind. It's gonna be so. It slowed down again there. Yeah, it slowed down because of the oncoming truck, and it was. I need to pull over. So, no, go. No, I wanted to. There, I wanted to enable. Autopilot again, and it misregistered. I want to pull over and let the Audi pass me because he's kind of slow. I mean, he's kind of close, which could be, I would say dangerous, but maybe not pleasant if he has to brake hard because I brake hard. Yeah, but yeah, now you guys got a little bit glimpse of how it is to drive a Tesla nowadays, right? Oh shit, man. Okay, well, speed up here. Yeah, okay. So, but maybe I should end it now before you guys get bored. But hopefully this was useful, and then I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? What do you think about Tesla? What do you think about my complaints about the screen, about blink, the stalks, about gear shifter, or even the cruise control stalk? You know, yeah, just make it great again, just like the Audi SQ6 e-tron is. Hardware-wise, yeah, there we go. There it goes. Oh, that was an RS4. That was no fake RS4. Yeah. But those dinosaurs are going extinct now. Because, I could probably outrun it, at least over here. Maybe on the Autobahn, the RS4 can outrun me. So, but you know, like, what is the point of having that gas guzzler? Well, I mean, it's nice. You want to hear the sound, yeah, yeah. But for the speed, even a Polestar 2 can outrun that RS4 easy. Yeah. But okay. There's a long rant about Tesla. You know, hopefully this will lead to improvements. Yeah. And that's gonna be it. So, wait, how is it? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.